Kavish, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'd like to just shake your hand if I could.
Yeah.
So I am Edwin Prasad.
Yeah.
I work for Fiji Pacific. So we're a counseling service that has been operating for close to 40 years now. And I have been in this role for 10 years. Do you have any questions? So have you signed on the self-assessment form?
Yes, I
You
think so.
have?
Yeah.
It also has the contract attached to it.
I found I signed a few documents. Yes.
So I'd like to break it down. The contract actually mentions the time frame of our sessions and the charges that you may occur just in case if our sessions are extended. It also mentions the confidentiality clause and the complaints procedure. I'd like to also mention how we are going to take this counseling session should you wish to stay with us, should you wish to continue with us. So we are a company that has a ethical framework, and it has a list, it's particularly like a list of regulations and policies which underpins the work that we do. So it's more about what, it's not about what I think is the best way forward for you, but what we feel is the best way forward for you. So under that ethical framework too, there's a notion of confidentiality. I'd also like to mention that whatever is said in this room will be between us and it will be kept in between us. Now there are some exemptions towards that confidentiality. If I feel that you or any other person involved, their lives might be at risk, it will be my obligation to report it to a third party. And it is my duty of care also if I feel that a child is involved and a vulnerable adult is involved. Do you have any questions regarding that?
Comfortable.
Last but not least, I'd like to put emphasis on the sessions that we will have. So there's a time frame that we'll need to start, and there's a time frame when we'll need to end.
Yeah.
So I'd like your commitment to these counseling sessions.
Okay.
That's fine. So what brings you here today, Kavish?
My habits probably is what is causing me problems. So I stay alone, just for your information, and my habits is not helping me. So because I was staying alone, I used to have a lot of parties at my home, etc. But then I slowly grew out of it. No longer interested in parties, etc. But I realized that my friends are still in that mood, so they rock up to my place every time they wish to, and this is now disturbing my life cycle a lot. No, I can't have any personal time, and I can't do basically things on my own, because, and I cannot tell this to my friends as well, that please don't come, etc., etc. So yeah, every day I decide, for example, not to drink kava, but my friends should show up. So even though I don't want to, I have to drink kava. Same goes for alcohol. So yeah, I'm just thinking, and I know those are bad habits, those are not aligned to my life goals. I want to be someone who doesn't drink, smoke, etc. As I said, I've come out of it, from that phase, but I'm not able to come out from the friend cycle. And I don't get me wrong, I don't want to get rid of my friends. It's just them disturbing my personal time that is causing me that problem, nothing else.
So from what I hear is you're facing troubles with your habits.
Yeah.
So does your habits, if you're saying it's with your friends and they're coming over and they're not respecting your time alone when you want to be alone, so they pop up anytime they want. Have they ever reached out to you first before they came in? Or
Sometimes they do, but normally everyone knows we are working in the daytime, etc. So normally they would arrive, let's say 7 p.m. and then go around midnight.
So this is before you knowing, or you don't know, you aren't aware?
So most of the days I would receive a call, and then I just can't refuse. You know, if somebody calls you and says, "Bro, we are coming to your house," you don't say no. Considering I've been entertaining them like that for years, so.
So I guess the entertainment part is what's, I feel like the entertainment part is what's making you have those bad habits. So have you ever thought of setting boundaries? What did,
So boundaries, if I may say, like, for example, I've said this week I'll not drink grog.
yeah,
So that's my boundary for this week. But then I go home, and then somebody rocks up or calls me and says I'm coming, and then he brings 2 bags of grog and says we drink grog. I'm not able to decline that.
so you're more of a, from what I'm reading, so you're more of people pleasing, so you'd rather please them than please what you want, what you'd want?
That's not the first time I'm hearing that.
Okay.
Someone saying that to me. Yes, people have made that observation about me.
So it goes back to boundaries. So how bad would it be? How do you think? Is it because you feel like if you say no, you'd be hurting the other person? So that's where people pleasing comes in. Eh?
Yeah.
So if you said no,
Hmm.
what do you think would happen?
Very unusual
Yeah,
for me to say no.
yeah.
I think the people may understand at some point. Okay, he doesn't want to drink grog today, or what happened, or they may make assumptions, etc. But the problem is, I can't say no.
So you have a habit, and then you want to place. Do you want to place boundaries?
Yes, I want.
Yeah.
And,
So
and I do that almost every day. I wake up and I have a goal.
so it's like you have a boundary. A house is there, and a house has boundaries, right?
Correct.
It's to keep people from coming inside. Example, thieves. So thieves will take things that are in that house that are expensive. So things that are inside of you are expensive. They're stealing your time and your personal space. So that's how people grow. So if you have boundaries, I'd say it keeps the negative from coming, from entering your house.
Yeah.
I'm just comparing it to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
house. So I have a feeling that you don't have a tight boundary, because what negative can you outweigh the negative from the positive if you had a boundary?
I think if I had a boundary, then I would have a lot of positives.
Yeah. So what would that positives be?
I'll be able to sleep well. I'll be able to have my own personal time. Because, for example, I'll tell you, every day morning I wake up, I say no more grog this week, every day, and by the night time it's, I have to remake my goal every day. That's why I have to make every day, because every morning I'm focused, every afternoon I'm not focused. So I think if I make a boundary,
And I'd say boundaries is not something you just do same time.
yeah.
So it's like making a commitment to yourself. It's not what we call boundaries at the external factor. It's more towards an internal factor. So it's like you don't take sugar, or do you take sugar in your coffee?
I don't.
You don't. Why?
I'm healthy.
Is it unhealthy?
Yeah.
So it's easy for you to make the decision,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So with that step that you took, you can do it also with the boundary with the boundaries that you'll need to make.
Okay.
But it comes in phases, like small things. I think if you can say no to sugar, it'll help with the other factors of your life. Say no to other things.
Okay.
So I'd mention, like, you can have healthy habits, because we need to have healthy habits as well, but then the habits comes with boundaries as well. It's okay to say no to people, and you might lose a few friends or so, but then it's for your benefit.
Okay.
Do you mind losing friends? It's just a broad question.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
How do you take it when you lose friends?
Not very good because I guess friends should be there for lifelong, but yeah, such is life,
Yeah.
I guess. So yeah, what I'll do probably is in
I
terms
take-
of boundaries.
Yeah.
And you said that it doesn't have to be implemented all
Yeah.
at once.
So you can take stages. If
Yeah.
you can do one, then you can do the other. So it'll take time. Sometimes I know you won't stick to your plan, but as long as you're trying and you keep doing it one day at a time, you'll continue to do that. Practice makes perfect.
Oh.
So you keep doing
Yeah.
it, and then you'll get there.
Okay, so I'll start with 2 days probably, and
Yeah.
I'll have a good reason. So I'll say Sundays I can't sit because Monday is the new work week,
Yes.
and then every match day I will also take a break, saying I have commitments on Thursdays and
Yes.
Fridays. So I'll start with 2 days, and we'll see. I'll see if I'm able to do that day.
As long as you know that it's genuine and you can't do it, that's fine.
Okay.
If it's genuine to you, it's genuine. Everything else is genuine. So
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanna talk about?
No, I think thank you for helping me out. I will go and try and do the things that I've decided here today, and hopefully I'd like to come back to you and discuss if I'm facing this problem again. I want to discuss it again.
So I'll see you in the next session, which will be probably next week. That's fine. That's what's
I'd
written in
like
the
to have it.
contract.
I would like to have it after 3 weeks now.
Okay.
Because I have to say no, so I want to see how
Okay, that's
consistent
fine.
I
That's
am
fine.
with saying no.
Alright, then that's good. That'll be for both.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Kamish, for the session today.
Thank you very much, madam.